Hi everyone and welcome back. We're just about to head into episode 4 of Buffy the Vampire Slayer called Teacher's Pet. This is a notoriously bad episode. I think for a lot of people they would consider this one of their least favourites, maybe in their worst 5, maybe worst 10. So I'd say let's just get straight into this and watch this episode. It is interesting how it starts.
Kiss you like you've never been kissed before.
This is the episode that really, I feel, highlights how Xander feels about Buffy.
You're drooling. Xander, you've got a little...
Poor Xander.
Answer communicating.
It's sweet of Willow to try and help.
Touch. Well, what teenager doesn't?
Cut school, get in fights, burn down the gymnasium.
Hey, all in a day.
Else's negative opinion about you. Let's make him eat that permanent record.
It's nice to see a teacher have a lot of faith in Buffy.
Okay.
Ugh, the one teacher that had any faith in her. So, are they just letting anyone into this place? Or is this, again, a target audience for the night?
Like lobotomy? Xander.
The way this extra's looking at him. And it also gives a chance for Willow to touch him.
I don't believe it.
I know, after all my conquests. Look cold. Oh, right.
Nasty slice on his arm.
No need to be trading clothing out there.
Sweet dreams to you, too.
You can feel so much sexual tension between them.
If something's wrong, yeah. He's one of the only teachers that doesn't think Buffy's a felon.
That's such a great look that Buffy gives to Willow.
Could you help me?
Yes. It's funny how the earth never opens up and swallows you when you want it to.
Aww.
No, I don't. Buffy? They just call and tell me where they want me.
I'll tell you where I want you.
Well, the word bug ugly kind of sprang to mind.
There is nothing ugly about these unique creatures.
Wrong with it.
Yeah, and kills them after or during sex.
The California mantis lays her eggs and then finds a mate. Do that after school.
Oh, I understand.
Good.
A younger man is too dumb to wonder why not a woman can't find someone her own age and too desperate to care about the surgical improvements.
They call it rehearsal. Rehearsal.
That was actually a good comeback.
Here's you.
Ugh.
Medically prescribed lunch.
No, thank you.
I've never seen.
You don't really see Buffy cry, not over a teacher. That's how much he meant to her.
New.
He was killed on campus. I'm guessing the last day we saw him.
How do you work that out?
He didn't change his clothing.
Bleak reference to a vampire who displeased the master and cut his hand off in penance.
Cut off his hand and replaced it with a fork.
I don't know what he replaced it with.
So I
We're on a hellmouth. It's a
Yeah,
sentence
what
that
did you
doesn't
expect?
live. Guess it's the same thing.
Well, unpleasant things do gravitate here. It's
I have to say, it is filmed really dark, so it's kind of hard to see. I feel like the actor was just waiting there. I am curious as to why a vampire would be scared of a praying mantis.
Well, I'm chasing Claw Guy last night, and Miss Well-Proportioned is heading home. The Claw Guy takes one look at her and runs screaming for cover.
ran away.
You were there. You saw Dr. Gregory, didn't you?
Ah, Flutie.
Yesterday in the cafeteria when we found him.
Don't say that. Or decapitated. I'm always here if you need a hug, but not a real
Oh,
hug.
yeah.
Because there's no touching. This school is sensitive to wrong touching.
But I really
No.
I think I lost like 7.5 ounces. Way swifter than that so-called diet that Quack put me on.
Oh,
I'm not saying that you should call
Cordelia.
a teacher every day just.
I think you meant pollination for number 14.
Uh,
I'm not saying she craned her neck. We are talking full-on exorcist twist.
Ouch.
Which reminds me, how come Blaine, who worked with her one-on-one yesterday, isn't here today? My homework.
for once. Willow's so proud.
Where are the books on bugs?
I've done something really stupid.
Just realised that her button's undone as well.
Oh, forgiveness is my middle name. Well, actually, it's Lavelle, and I'd appreciate it if you guard that secret with your life.
Here's my address. I'll see you tonight.
The praying mantis can rotate its head 180 degrees while waiting for its next meal to walk by. Ha!
You're right, but she'd have to be a shapeshifter or a perception distorter. Well, I have to know.
He's got a crush on a giant insect.
Okay, don't panic. I'll warn him. But I need you to hack on.
But she does look like a human being, so he doesn't know she's a bug.
Autopsy on Dr. Gregory.
Assumes it is entirely legal.
In
Of
Paris.
Right. Wasn't here. Didn't see it. Couldn't have stopped you.
Good idea. I don't think she's human.
I see. So if she's not human, she's...
Technically, a big bug. This sounds really weird. I'm aware of it.
I realize it's no mystery guy handing out leather jackets. And while we're on the subject, what kind of a girly name is Angel anyway?
What does it have to do?
Nothing. It just kind of bugs me.
Come on in. Should I change? Is this too...
No. It's the most beautiful chest dress I've ever seen.
Oh, okay.
Hello. Oh.
Oh, so uncomfortable.
Yeah, there was several. I mean, and quite a few times. Should definitely.
So she needs virgins.
Next day, or. Do you hear?
No,
Sounds like someone
I
crying.
don't hear anything.
Your hands are really.
Oh,
Miss. Frank.
Please, call me Natalie.
Oh God. Oh God.
well, Xander's not at home recording. We know.
You gotta get me out of here. You gotta. She gets you in. What? What did she do? That's not the worst part. That's not. You seen her teeth? Right. Well, she's, right in the middle of. I saw her do it.
Well, no, you weren't right about your mother coming back as a Pekingese, but try to arrest her.
So he's insane.
Ta. Well, basically, the she-mantis assumes the form of a beautiful woman and then lures innocent virgins back to her nest.
Virgins?
Yes, in a straitjacket, howling his innards out day and night.
Okay, Admiral, way to inspire.
Yeah, she didn't need to know that
Xander's
part.
not home. He told his mom he was going to his.
Buffy's in complete control right now.
I guess I'll handle the armory.
Don't do anything to make her mad.
Getting the address. Great. Jazz?
According to Batson, or something soothingly akin to having one's teeth drew.
What's wrong? I thought I heard. Are you
This actress has been in so many things.
I'd like to help you out, but you see, I'm on a fixed income.
I think it's...
Imagine this is how you're gonna die because of eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Mo?
At least he tried here. You can't say that. You can't give. You have to give him A for effort.
Buffy?
I mean, he was of little use this episode. Not even enough for a dusting.
You do your homework, you learn stuff. Like what happens to your nervous system when you hear this.
Extremely important file, not simple.
Child! That's enough.
It's so unfair how she only went after virgins.
Something no guy wants you to know.
I mean, here you guys are doing the right thing.
Pleasure's mine.
Of course, it would make things easier if I knew how to get in touch with you.
I'll be around.
And there's the moment she
All the
falls for
term
him.
papers will be exactly 6 pages long. No more, no less.
It feels very Goosebumps-esque at the end here. So that was Buffy Season 1, Episode 4, Teacher's Pet. I find this a hard one to react to. It's just not that good of an episode. It feels very dated. I mean, they have some nice elements to it, such as the build-up of Buffy and Angel's relationship. I feel like this is the episode she's starting to fall for him. I mean, she wore that jacket every chance she got. There's also nice elements of the idea of the teacher-student relationship and how careful you have to be. She's obviously a femme fatale, Mrs. French, or praying mantis woman, and we got that. You know, I'm guessing the character was supposed to be maybe late 30s ish. They used the style of makeup, the green eyeshadow, with the representation of her being a praying mantis, which are green. The eating of the bugs. Also, I didn't realise until rewatching it that she has her blouse down, so every single chance she gets, she's giving off pheromones to all the guys, and she wears very low cut, revealing outfits to entice them. And these are 16, 17-year-old boys, so they're going to think about sex every chance they get. It was also a nice representation of, you know, just that eerie feeling of the teacher-student relationship. And I like that they used it as a woman and a guy, because I think a lot of people would think it would be a female student and a male teacher, when actually it can be just the same if you switch the roles around. And also her hair. If anyone's seen Mars Attacks, they used to stylize their hair in a 60s way, and I feel like her hair is very 60s, 70s style of long bob on someone's head. But yeah, it's kind of hard. Like, she was the main antagonist, and then we had the guy with the claw, but they didn't even show him being dusted. That's how little he actually meant to the story. He was just supposed to show you where the praying mantis was hiding. So I gather, we know Blaine and Xander are virgins. Dr. Gregory must have been a virgin, because she said she needs virgins, and whoever owned that house, unless they were away, she either killed the people in the house, so that person would have had to have been a virgin. And she only goes for guys, so it would have been another male that she killed, but we didn't see a body, so we have no idea if the house was vacant. And a lot of people die in Sunnydale, so we have no idea if that person just died via other means. And it was a great episode to highlight how smart Buffy is. She's very observant, and she was in charge completely here. Usually Giles is the book person. This time around it was Buffy. She studied everything she needed to know, and it shows that if Buffy needs to, she can sit down and gather information by reading the books, and she knows what she's doing. You feel for Xander because his ego is so fragile, because he just wants to be liked by someone. And he finally is, and it turns out to be a big bug person. So that must have really sucked for him. And later on, I'm sure, as we know, it's going to be brought up. It was also a sad moment when Dr. Gregory was complimenting Buffy, to know that the teachers talk about her, especially Flutie. Her reputation has spread, and he's told the other teachers. And it makes you feel really sad for Buffy, because it means she knows now that even the teachers think that she's this weird, violent person who burned down her school. Because she can't tell everyone her secret, because if she does, it's not so secret, and then people could just ask for favours all the time. I don't know, it's a weak episode in the scheme of things. I know season 1 is very different to how Buffy continues, and it is very much a metaphor for sexual attraction to an older person, especially in a professional manner when they're your teacher, and just the dangers that occur if you fall for their charms. Well, thank you for watching, and we will be back with episode 5.